Yo, TorontoRappers.com. This is your boy Kama, aka Kamikaze, the Canadian Don. You done know what it is. ez-mak. Yeah, well, you know me, I'm just that, triple threat kind of guy. And I'm saying I'm the businessman, the brains behind the business, the visionary. You know what I'm saying? I'm also the artist and the creative person too as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing everything, and I'm one of the realest niggas, if not, to come out the city. You know what I'm saying? All talking and bullshit aside, we live the life, and this is me, yo. Get that money, do that business, that's what I live for, that's what I love, you know what I'm saying? And the ladies love the niggas and I love the ladies, that's what's good, you know what I'm saying? Well, the name Kamikaze came about, when I was doing some time, when I was locked up for a little bit, did about 2.5 years, and in that process, before that I had other names, but then due to the things that I've been through and was going through at that time and how I handle myself, I handle my situations, when I was going through that time, that name just came about, it suits the mentality that I have, that anything I'm doing, I really go at it with that do or die mentality. And I've always been like that from day one, so that name just suited me, you know what I mean? Cats was calling me that and saying I'm like that, I'm kamikaze, I'm crazy and whatnot, and and I just applied it then from there across the board with my business objective, how I approach business, life, and getting money in general. And that's how the name came about. Yeah, well, a lot of people get it misconstrued and think, I'm saying, man's just a rapper, and then other people think man's just a gangster, I'm saying, but really and truly, my best and strongest attribute is business, and I'm a businessman, most powerful businessman, out of everything I do, that's what I'm most powerful at, handling business, you know what I mean, being a visionary and making money and counting paper. That's what I'm the best at, and the businesses that I'm doing is first and foremost is ez-mak Records and Entertainment. That's what I started off with, and that's my music entity, my recording company and my label. You know what I'm saying? And I was putting myself out on that for a very long time. I'm working with a lot of artists and developing artists, and I'm getting ready now to really fall back into that business role. You know what I'm saying? A la Puffy, a la Jay-Z, this type of style as a rap artist, but now I'm gonna fall more into the CEO chair and put out my other artists and look for other artists and work with other artists of all genres, not just hip hop. And that's for the music side of it. There's also other sides. There's the film side. Let's also have ez-mak Films. I'm a lover of movies, acting, films. If you watch my videos, I don't do videos like everybody else. My videos usually always have a storyline, and there's a little bit of acting element to it. You know what I mean? So that's what I love too as well. So we in the film just got that Canon 7D camera. It is camera on the market. You know what I mean? Ready to do some movies and getting ready to. We already started some movies and some documentaries that's already finished and coming, and we're gonna be going more into that lane. Also with the ez-mak, I have my merchandising line. What's my greatest revenue stream so far to date? That makes my most money and everything representing my company. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of ez-mak apparel. Like I even show you, I'm wearing a shirt now just to show you how real it is. A lot of people talk, but we sell this like crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the ez-mak t-shirts. It's a long sleeve tee. That's a label. You know what I'm saying? That's just a label, simple long sleeve tee. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we do. I got a whole slew of garments and gears, and you can check that out ez-mak.com, and that's the biggest money maker. Now the next thing, and also underneath that I have my recording studio where we're at right now. You know what I'm saying? And I can get some shots to cut to after to show you what that's about in my little recording studio in my neighborhood that I always wanted to build. All that's under the ez-mak umbrella. Now I started a new venture that I did in the last few years, 2.5 years now, Diva magazine Canada. You know what I mean? Diva is a reputable, foundation magazine, been around for a decade in America, coming out of New York City. My man Kevin Childs and Tiffany Childs is running that up. And that magazine is huge, and now I got in a good position to be doing some business with them. I was doing some Diva parties, and then I brought to the table, along with another partner, Steve O, that, why don't we bring this magazine to Canada? You know what I'm saying? And so they need someone to head it up. and then it was put to me like, you know, you could head it up. You know what I mean? So I took that upon myself because I seen it as a big opportunity to also give great exposure and a lot of exposure to all the Canadian artists and businessmen within this genre. You know what I'm saying? It's something that's needed, a void. You know, we don't have much, you know, platforms and plateaus to put out our music and, you know, showcase our entertainment and artists and all of that. When we have like Flow and a couple little stations here and there, and then we got like, you know, Much Vibes and little stuff like that. It's not much, you know what I'm saying? So I'm bringing this magazine. We get a lot of magazines, but really you see Canadian artists in there. I've also, to put to my acclaim, been in a lot of magazines. I've been in XXL, I've been in Source, I've been in King magazine, you know what I'm saying? But we don't get a lot of artists in that Canadian. So the Don Diva is going to give the artists that platform to be on the same platform with their American counterparts to give them that star power. Because it's going to be the Don Diva magazine blueprint, whatever they put out in America, and then we put in Canadian content and swap it up. And then we keep the ill stories and the ill stuff that they have in the American version and take the Canadian and put it in and put everything on one platform. You know what I'm saying? Give Canada a preview. That's going to be huge. They had me in the Toronto Star for that. As a businessman doing the first of a kind deal like that nature, setting up precedents. Never been done before. Bought the rights to an American publication and brought it to Canada. And it's not no little stupid bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's the real deal. When you check down Diva, you never see nothing like that. When it comes to music so far, like, you know what I'm saying, I put out my CD Lock, Stock and Keys to the Range, hosted by BET, Mad Links, and I'm saying, and that was a big seller. I first dropped a track called Today, I Want My Money Today, and that was way ahead of its time, and that was in around 2000, the millennium coming in, and it's like, at that time people weren't doing it to the level like that, like those type of music videos. You know what I mean? High quality, high budget. I'm a real flossy nigga. You see, I like a lot of Jews. I'm light right now, but you know what I'm saying? I see niggas coming out there talking about Jews. This one ring is $25,000. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas talking about all their chains and their jewelry and stuff. Like my one ring could buy all.
Let me look on the ring right there.
My one ring could buy all of their jewelry, and that's real talk. You know what I'm saying? My other ring right here, just got that for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Jews is over there. You know what I'm saying? We just, you know what I mean, keep it light. That's just some of it, man. You know, we got a heavy collection. You know what I'm saying? That's another business that I didn't mention that I'm involved in. I worked with Ahmed the jeweler, and I was a spokesperson for that as well, and helped blow him up. You know what I'm saying? So basically, this is what I do, man. You know what I'm saying? What was the question again? Kind of lost track on going into the jewelry.
Question was just about the
whenever drop. The drop so far. Oh yeah, so yeah, I got into the jewelry from talking about, you know, I Want My Money Today video. So it was the first video of the kind. First nigga rocking ice in a video. It's documented. You can go back and check it. Dated in Canada, period. First nigga doing independent video, Cash Money, out of pocket, all that stuff, period. In the era when Cash Money just came and talking about bling bling, I was the only nigga doing that in Canada. You could argue, you could dispute it, you could check it out. It's documented. First nigga whipping in Range Rovers. I was the first nigga to buy a Range Rover HSC in Canada aside of Vince Carter. I mean, first and 10. And I'm saying it's all real shit. Living that life already. Condominiums, downtown, Bloor Street, all this type of shit. Lakeshore, you name it. You know what I'm saying? Really did it all first. And off of that Today, that was my jump off. And I had that video on Much Music and all of that. And then from there I just went into working with Dougie Fresh, who was my godfather in the music business. Did tracks like Comma's World, and those videos didn't really drop it in Canada too much. I kind of fell back in the Canadian market because it's not my type of thing. A lot of cats do, you know what I mean, rap in hopes of becoming rich and becoming successful. I don't do it like that. It's a labor of love and something that I love and I have a passion for, and I've been doing forever. Regardless, but money is not a thing to me. I always have money, always been making money since 15 years old, and I just choose to, I more invest into myself and invest into the music and do it as a labor of love, you know what I'm saying? But now we generated revenue and shit's working.